Hello, my name is Dillonjack, and this is the first level of Metro Last Light. Sorry, this bit always makes me pause. Yeah, it's a very mind-trippy game at times. Starting off with what looks like the AK-47, well, the game's version of it anyway. And monsters. So yeah, this is a YouTube video I've done. Well, that's not a nice image. Yeah, those poor people. Anyway, this is a YouTube thingy I'm doing. It's where I just talk a bit while the game's quietly playing in the background. When the screen goes to white, you know something bad just happened. Luckily, it was a nightmare.
No wonder, after all you've been through.
Now, the main character of this game is called Artyom. That's probably the worst pronunciation of the character's name, but oh well. That there is a man named Khan.
You were the one they tried to contact before you launched the missile strike against them.
And it's a very recappy beginning of the game because it starts off at the end of the first game, which is Metro 2033.
I realize that as one of the Order
Now, the version of the game I'm playing is called Metro Redux, which is basically a redoing of both games. Metro Last Light itself is unchanged, aside from having all the DLC included in the version. However, the main thing that's been changed is Metro 2033, where they basically updated all the graphics. In a minute I'll get control of the character, which will be nice. Yeah, there's certainly some interesting moments in this game, as you saw in that whole nightmare sequence. And there we go. I can move. Can't jump yet, that's not nice. Though I can fiddle around with things in Artyom's room, such as lights. Because he doesn't like turning light switches on and off repeatedly. And in AHA. And of course you can do this. Proving that your character's tone deaf. Spamming the E button again. Anyway, that's enough of that. Let's move on with the game's plot. Yeah, like I said, this is a recappy first level. It tells you what happened. It basically gives you a brief rundown of what happened the last level of the previous game, which I won't say anything about, just in case spoilers. So I'm just going to sort of rush through this, because this is more just showing off the game and saying hello. Hello, by the way. I probably said that twice now, and here is the point where I get guns.
Hello, Artyom. Welcome to the armory. I hear you're a ranger now, huh? We must get a drink sometime to celebrate. For now, let's get you equipped. So, first things first. You're going to need a gas mask. You can't make a step on the surface without a gas mask. It's been 20 years and the radiation's still strong enough in some places to boil water. There are hot spots.
Every single one of these guys in here has a beard or is bald. They've all gone for the gruff style, which I suppose fits the characters, seeing as they're the most apparently badass people in the wasteland. Game's currency is in military grade ammunition because it's all that's left over essentially. Most ammunition in the game is basically a load of bits stuck together in the shape of bullets which you fire at enemies. Yeah, as you can see up the top there are basic rundowns on each of the ammo types, and the one on the far top right, one that has a gold bar running through it, that's the military grade ammunition, which is your currency, though you can use it in assault rifles if you wish.
to the good stuff, huh? Let's get you some guns. Take the ones
So yeah,
you
YouTube.
range.
Something I've been thinking of trying for a while, and now I have. So this is probably going to sound completely amateurish when it comes into a video, but we've all got to start somewhere. This weapon here is my personal favourite. It's a DLC weapon, though you do get it with this version of the game. I always prefer to have a shotgun, pistol and an assault rifle. Now this shotgun itself is a very interesting thing, because it essentially is several in one. Put a silencer on this. Alright, so I'm probably going to be playing this, probably not till the end of it, just a few more minutes. This is more an introductory video than anything else. Though if anyone wants me to, I will be doing a... Yeah. I will be doing a sort of playthrough slash walkthrough of the game. You know, this game's been out a while, but it's still... I always find the gunplay in the Metro games to be perfect. Let's keep practicing. Why not? So yeah, YouTube has always been an interesting subject. I have to keep pressing the button to spawn another one, don't I? Brilliant. Try the shot. Good range on it. Reloading for this weapon is always interesting. Seeing as you have to manually load each shell. Why they just spawn several at once, I don't know. Press the button again. So yeah, I play quite a few games. Not a terribly large amount. Some well known, some unknown. Metro Last Light and Metro 2033 have always been sort of a, oh, I know. Aha, no problems there. I've always been a cross between both unknown and known. I mean, I guess technically they're both AAA games, but some of the less well-known ones, as in Metro 2033, was very low. How do I say this? Very unknown. It wasn't one of the big games you played, and wasn't one of the well-known games that people played. But it had enough popularity that when the second one came out, a lot more people got it. At least I think they did. I don't really keep track of that sort of stuff. I just play video games. So yeah. Yeah, I'm shooting lots of training dummies with shotgun shells. That's a thing. Yeah, so this video is just basically me rambling while... I think I better move on now, actually. Me rambling while playing the game and just... you know, talking and introducing myself, because this is my first YouTube video where it's actually out there. I've done a few more, but those were just tests to see how the whole audio system worked. Yeah, the recording system I use is Shadowplay from NVIDIA cards. Yeah, still new to the whole thing, but it's worked fine so far. Doors do love to take the time to open in this game. Oh well. Give it a few more minutes and that'll be the video over, but I'll keep talking. Yeah, Khan's a very philosophical type. He also wears a very nice bandana on his head. Well, it might be a bandana. Just shuffle over here so I'm not disturbing D6. So yeah, this place is D6.
warriors untold. Of course, the Tomb Raiders would always die horribly, killed by demons or ghosts.
That's a nice story, Khan. Thank you very much.
Will you shut up or what?
That there's Ullman, I think.
Hey, I heard that Lesnitsky did something. What happened?
And Ullman and Khan, well, they're sort of an interesting pairing. In fact, I think there's one of the DLC levels that explains the relationship between the two of them. It's not a proper relationship, it's more they have interesting reactions to what each other does. Khan being a philosophical type and Ullman being a sort of live and let live, not think too much about things.
Alright, let's go.
Slow doors again. Oh, yes, M. You have the special compass thing. No map, but then again the levels are pretty straight. He just walked right through me, didn't he? Oh dear. People doing stuff here? Lots of stuff. Interesting thing, if you stay near these guys when they're talking, listen to the entire conversation, you get a karma point. And that's good for getting the best ending.
Alright, go on in. I'll wait.
There were 2 endings in the game, if I'm right. And basically they tell you different tales. I'm not sure which one is considered canon, but I imagine it's the good one.
If they meant us no
For
harm, but we're
reasons I'm not going to say because spoilers.
perhaps the severe pain and loss
Now
of
he's talking about the events of the first game in which a character essentially does something questionable.
machines with different wiring.
These dark ones, for instance. Your character has a large role in what happens to them. And I think this is a good time to stop the video. Yeah, this is probably going to be a very short video, but oh well. So if you like what I've done here, do let me know in the comments section. As for now, I am Dillonjack, and that was my first YouTube video.